Hello and welcome to HBFT Gaming. I'm HBFT, and we are here for our very first look at Livber, Smoke and Mirrors by Inev Games. This is not my typical fare in that this is a psychological horror text-based visual novel demo, but Inev Games reached out to me and they came across as a rather intriguing and charming bunch, and so I'm pretty excited to check it out with you. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, Inev Games said that if I were to enter in and go to settings, there is a cheat code section here, and if I enter in my channel name, there will be a special message from their CEO Cat. So I'm hoping that perhaps, no, it's not HBFT_gaming. What about HBFT Gaming? I think it's my channel name. Is it? Oh, there. Meow. HBFT Gaming. I'm Yell the Cat, the studio's CEO, the Chief Eating Officer. Thank you for taking the time to play Livber, Smoke and Mirrors. Consider this a big meow of gratitude. I hope Lilith's madness managed to give you a proper chill. Some moments even made my own fur stand on end. Every question about the demo or full release and every "this would be even better if" idea is worth its weight in premium cat food to me. Share your thoughts with my humans, the dev team, and they'll jot down every word. Can't reach them? Drop me a meow. I'll lap up every word between my nap sessions. Your support keeps both my humans motivated and my food bowl full. Thanks again, and happy streaming. First of all, that is a gorgeous cat. I love the tongue-in-cheek nature of it all, and I'm really looking forward to this. That is brilliant. Thank you again to Inev Games. That tickles me pink. So, that's pretty darn awesome. I see her in my dreams. Her in that house on the edge of a cliff. Everything changed after reading that letter. The one bearing her name, my old love, Lilith. 5 years ago on a dark night, they took her from that house, executed her for black alchemy. I was the one who turned her in. Oh my God. But now, she's calling me back to the house, wants to bury her breath in my sins. But how? That's what I have to find out. Wants to bury her breath. Her breath. I mean, if she's been executed, then she doesn't have a breath anymore. I'm a little confused. Act 1. Welcome home, my love. The exclamation makes that look so exuberant. In the east, a howling whirlwind stirs, far beyond the Hook Port, a port built from the beached ships of Livber. You don't see it, you don't hear it, yet you know the force it wields, the power that shifts all of Gaia. It is a womb where the winds are born, but you are here, eyes closed, standing silently in the twilight. 5 years later, you find yourself at this very door again, waiting, a letter in your hand. I'd like to read the letter. Raindrops splatter on the paper, leaving small wet stains. You grip the letter tightly with both hands, keeping it from catching the wind. The moonlight, silver and distant, spills through the clouds and glows over the ink. A woman's handwriting, dark and deliberate. You read the lines again, and again, and again.
My love, if you're reading this, it means there's still something of me left in your heart. Like I always told you, death is far too ordinary a thing to separate us. I will bear our child in our home, beneath the place we shared. You should be with me, inside me, because our creation cannot remain unfinished. Come, walk through the darkness, complete us. We were always meant to be one, and we still can be, my love. All it takes is courage. All it takes is for you not to fear. I wait for you in the eternity. Lilith.
What? I'm so curious. She says, I will bear our child in our home beneath the place we shared. So I'm guessing the place that we shared is this abode, and then underneath it is our home. You'd think that as someone who was with Lilith, I would understand that, but this is interesting. Could it really be true that Lilith, is she really alive? Or two, I have to put an end to this madness. Lilith is dead. I guess I'll go with, could it really be true? You want this to be real, don't you? You want to hear that Lilith, the woman you left for dead 5 years ago, survived. You wait to feel her love again. But the question gnaws at you. If she's alive, how much of her is still her? I did not know that. Does it even matter? Well, yeah, it does matter. I'll say, I did not know that. The question that you cannot answer grows larger in your mind. You turn your gaze into the distance as if you will find the answers there. For a brief moment, the clouds part and silver light spills over the sea. Each shard of light breaks into thousands of pieces. Yet you stand still, every part of you frozen in place before the door of the house on the edge of the cliffs, battered by the waves. Why here? Why would Lilith have called me here? It had to be this way. I had to come here. Yeah, actually, why here? Where else could it be? This is where you began. The wooden house on the cliffs of Livber shore, where you first held each other. Your first night, your first love, and your first lies, all buried here. This crooked two-story house was built from your memories. I'm starting to wonder how much of this is like figure of speech, like it's, or literally built from our memories. Because it sounds like there's some kind of supernatural background here. I guess I'll never escape my memories, will I? They'll find me in the end. Or I can still turn back. It's not too late for anything. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to move my face. I didn't realize I'm covering up all the text. Hopefully that's a little bit better, right? I guess I'll never escape my memories, will I? They'll find me in the end. I'm afraid so. You think your memories live in your mind. Most people do. But they're just fragments, broken off from things around you. They gather in the wind, in the rain, in the sunlight, and in the moon's pale glow. They drift back to you, slowly, with every breath you take. They fill your body and pull you somewhere else. They truly do. They do it until you're convinced you've moved on, because they have to. Are you saying I never left this place? Persuasion. Are you saying my memories have persuaded me? Well, I guess never. Well, actually probably more persuasion. Those questions don't matter yet. Neither do the answers I'd give. But in time, you'll understand. For now, you shouldn't wait any longer in the rain. Interesting, because I'm actually like talking to the narrator and it's actually responding back, right? A knock on the door. Meow. Oh, it's, yep. Yeah. Oh, it's the cat. Just, what is this? What a baby. Just as you're about to touch the door, you hear Yell's voice from just beyond the threshold. The winged cat, never quite yours, yet never far from you. Its white fur shimmers as if wet not from the rain, but from light itself. With a swift leap, it spreads its wings and lands beside you. It shakes the droplets from its coat and sits back on its hind legs. Its orange eyes fix on you, head tilted ever so slightly. Curious. I know that look, the tilted head. Aw. Do you know what's waiting for me in there, my friend? Bend down to pet Yell. Of course, you always pet the kitty. Aw, she's a purster. Yell brushes her head gently against your feet. Then she moves to the door, eyes fixed on it. She traces the frame with her paw, slowly, deliberately. And when she's done, her orange eyes turn back to you. I hope you're still here when I return, my friend. Well then, take a deep breath and reach for the door. Yeah, you know what? They always give you courage. Well then, it is. She's pursed her. The wind stops for a heartbeat. You can hear the waves slow against the shore. Far, far in the distance, lightning flashes bright and sudden. You don't hear it. The raindrops nearly hang in the air, suspended in time. Yell glances back at you, wings spreading wide. Then she springs into the shadows between the stones. Fate takes you in its arms. Open the door. Man, Yell is a baby. The door creaks open, but you don't even know what you want to see, do you? The guilt of the past has chased you all the way here, and in the end, your sins have caught up with you. I'm ready to face my past. No. If only you were. As you crack the door open, the air that brushes your face is old, still. The faint sweetness of burned herbs mingles with the scent of disturbed grass. Oh, don't know what that is. Disturb? It pulls you back to that festival day, the day you met Lilith. And after that, you see her, Lilith, standing in the dim light as if torn from the very heart of the house. You feel your breath catch. You freeze as a shiver crawls up your spine. It takes you a moment to realize your knees are trembling, whether from excitement or fear, you can't tell. A whisper escapes your lips. Lilith. She doesn't see you. Oh. Her body leans slightly over the table, arms stretched, fingers delicately trying to light a candle. It is exactly as you remember. Lilith. The ghost of your past, your greatest lie, and your heaviest sin. Maybe our heaviest sin because we're the ones that committed her and turned her in. Is this really Lilith? In disbelief, you stare at the woman standing before you, the woman who should be dead. Her hair no longer shines with a crimson glow from the festival night. Now it's a dull auburn, hanging over her shoulders like damp threads. Her skin is pale, ghostly white as if drained of life itself, and her eyes. When she suddenly turns her head to face you, those eyes. A single lifeless question slips from your lips. How? You remember. A warm breeze on festival night carries the scent of the city far away. You slip away from the crowded street. The evening's crimson light wraps Lilith's hair like a crown of fire. The noise of the celebration fades behind you. In that moment, you offer her a small bouquet of white disturbed flowers. She gazes into the deepest part of your eyes. She smiles, tosses her hair back, and asks the same question. White disturbed flowers. How did you find them? There's nothing I can't find for you. They overflowed from my love for you. I guess they overflowed from my love for you. I mean, I'm assuming we had a love at one point. A magnificent lie. You told it so well. You even believed it yourself. My love. She looks at you as if she's about to say something, a bitter smile. Silence fills the space between you. So you finally came. You're alive. How is this possible? 5 years later, how could you have written this letter? You know what? I mean, if she's alive, she can write the letter. So, you're alive. How is this possible? I thought you'd read the letter, my love. Death is far too ordinary to separate us. When you left me that night, I left the limits of my body too. Wasn't that what we were trying to reach all along? I wasn't the one who left you, Lilith. You wanted this. Oh, okay. Well, why did you call me here? To see you again, my love. I know we can't live apart. We are two halves of one whole. And now we will complete what was left unfinished the night you left me to die. Come, sit. The candlelight on the table flickers, and for a moment you think you see a shadow of hatred pass over Lilith's face, as if there was another face beneath her skin. Oh, no, I'm not sitting anywhere until you give me an answer. Is it really you? I mean, at this point, just sit in the chair. The wooden dining table, set with two chairs facing each other, is layered with years of dust and the remains of long-forgotten meals. A single candle burns slowly between the plates, its flame trembling with every touch of wind seeping through the walls. It waits, as if longing to go out and release whatever has been trapped in the darkness. I thought this place would have fallen apart after 5 years. It wasn't exactly in good shape even back then. After that night, I was sure I had lost you forever. I mean, color me surprised if it said in the beginning that we turned her in. I mean, we better have had a reason. I'm really curious about that, because lost you forever, more like I gave you up and I committed to a decision that got rid of you. I don't know, but I'll just say the place has fallen apart after 5 years. As long as you remember it, this place won't fall. Our memories are what hold it together. Come now, let's eat. I think you'll like the meal I prepared just for you. You remember the last circuit cycle, bitter cold outside, the windows fogged over, yet the room felt warm. Or maybe it was just her smile. You hand her a cup of hot tea and curl under the blanket beside her. She takes a sip and sets the cup on the side table. She pulls you close. She says the tea leaves a taste, sweet at first, then bitter. Just like you, she adds. At first, you don't understand. You simply smile. A strange chill runs through you. You never drink that tea again. Wait, we're no longer at the table, it sounds like. We're underneath a blanket. Lean back. Okay, you're creeping me out now. I did everything I could to make tonight perfect. I wanted some things to be flawless for our reunion. After all, it's been... She pauses for a moment, looks out the window where the moonlight falls. You thought I should have died, didn't you? I know you did. After I made you that offer, after I told you that we had to become one, our souls, my love. We had to bring our souls together and bind them with an alchemical ritual. You expected me to pay the price for your madness, Lilith. I said no because you had decided to destroy me. I had to make a choice. Maybe I should have said yes that night. Maybe everything was already broken and I just chose not to see it. Oh God. So either we confront her and call her mad, or maybe we play the middle line. So I should have said yes. Maybe everything was already broken. I chose not to see it. There was so much you chose not to see, like my love for you. But you were right about one thing, my love. Something truly shattered that night. You watched them take me. You betrayed me. When I told you of the black alchemy ritual, when I spoke of binding our souls together, of crowning our love with something greater, you saw it all. My blood, my screams, how I vanished into the darkness of the waters. And then you went on with your life. You turned away from my erasure as if it had never happened. Her hand holding the fork trembles. The face she turns towards you darkens with hatred, with rage, and with something deeper, something I cannot even name. Her skin seems to ripple, like tiny things are living beneath it, crawling and shifting. But then it's gone, as quickly as it appeared. Lilith slowly leans back, the tension draining from her body. I think even the gods couldn't fix what's broken inside you. It's very directed. I suppose I owe you this much. I mean, just to listen, what do I owe her? I suppose I owe you this much. Tonight, you'll pay your debt. By remembering, by facing it, just like I did. Love isn't just about happiness. True love, it has to embrace pain too, my love. Something stirs in the dark green black waters near the distant docks. Beneath Livber, under what now feels almost like home, something begins to rise. You cannot call it anger, nor hatred. It rises with a curiosity only the inhuman possess, a simple, inevitable curiosity like a child taking apart a toy to see what is inside. And it ascends from Livber's foul waters, rising toward you. Your madness will be the end of both of us, Lilith. Oh, well, I guess I couldn't avoid it. We gotta call her out. It already has, my love. But this is not my madness. It's your cowardice. Go on. Eat. Porf meat. I cooked it just the way you like. It wasn't easy, but it melts slowly on the tongue. When the fat coats the roof of your mouth and slips beneath your tongue, you'll taste the herbs. God's porf meat. Lilith, you've gone completely mad. I never thought porf meat could be edible. I don't even know what porf meat is. I'll say could be edible. After the festival where we first met, and that first night you told me you loved me, we saw a porf, right? It was magnificent. Its mane was long and beautiful. Do you remember, my love? You remember, don't you? Afterward, we went to get something to eat. I couldn't stop thinking about it. You admired that creature. You kept talking about how beautiful it was, how bright its mane was, how proud its stance was. Did you really think I could tolerate that, my love? Wait, what? You mean we like... I'm guessing it's like a horse or something like that? And she killed it? Do you think I could tolerate that we admired an animal? The first night we met, we didn't eat anything, Lilith. I think I remember. Not the meal itself, but I remember being happy. Maybe that's why everything that followed hurt so much. Oh, that seems rather straightforward. But that's why you're here, isn't it? You remember the happiness you felt. Our emotions don't lie, my love. Yes, you're afraid. Anyone would be, standing before such a truth. But now there's a new path for both of us. What path is that? A path away from everyone else. Just you and me. A path filled with bright lights, soft and warm bodies, where no mothers, no old guilt, no pointless class divides can tear us apart. Beautiful and untouched by flaws. The woman across from you lifts her fork. A drop, dark as blood, falls from the pork meat onto the porcelain plate. As she opens her mouth, the skin on Lilith's cheek stretches, then splits, tearing away from the flesh beneath. The strip of skin hangs limp like a withered leaf, exposing the rotted, festering tissue underneath. She doesn't seem to notice. Your beloved remains unaware. Just stay silent. You watch as the skin slackens and finally falls onto the meat on the plate. Lilith hesitates for a moment. Then as she notices the rotting skin on the meat, she picks it up and just presses it back against her cheek. No, not yet. Okay. You know, this is about the time when I'm like, all right, well, it's nice meeting you, Lilith. Pretty sure, we should meet again and maybe like never. You struggle to breathe. A single drop of cold sweat slides from the nape of your neck down your back. Your eyes search for anywhere else to look, but there's nowhere to escape. In the end, all you can manage is a faint murmur. Help? What's happening here? Are you sure you're all right? Actually, yeah, that's probably best. Oh, my love. My love, it makes me so happy to see you worry about me. If only you knew. But it's just a small thing. Don't worry. She turns her cheek away from you, hiding it. Her hand presses against the rotting flesh. Yeah, you're really dead, aren't you? There's no point in asking, my love. We should be happy now, because we don't have much time left. Get up from the table. I try to eat. I mean, I think the only right thing to do is get up from the table, but at the same time, I'm afraid to find out what happens, but let's do it. I can't take this man this any longer. Okay. Do you think you can defy fate? We were created to be one from the very beginning. Neither you nor anyone else can stop it. Never, never move towards the door. As you stand, your head spins, but you steady yourself and head toward the door. Behind you, you hear Lilith's breath catch. Just as your trembling hands reach for the door, Lilith's body wedges itself between you and it. Her eyes, wild and mad, are wide open, her mouth agape. In her hand, she holds the knife she used to cut the meat. You instinctively recoil. Look, Lilith, don't be ridiculous. Get out of my way. You've lost your mind. Oh yeah, that's not smart. Listen to me, you don't have to do this. You can't leave. You have to finish first. You have to tear me out of your heart. Can you do that? Or will I have to do it for you too? Wait, tear you out? What are you talking about? I wish I could take this pain away from you, Lilith. You know I can't do that. Not for you, not for me. As in, like, forget? Or I wish I could... Well, if I say I wish I could take this pain away, it's going to mean she's going to take it like I'm going to do whatever it is she wants me to do. But she's awfully vague about it. So I'm going to say, you know I can't do that. Not for you, not for me. The dying candlelight flickers against the dusty paintings on the walls. The paint on each looks freshly drawn, damp and glistening. The bloody pork meat on the table shifts ever so slightly. You haven't finished your meal. You cannot leave until you finish, my love. Look, I only came here to understand you. Whenever it was you spoke of in the letter, I came to talk. Fine, let's talk after you put that down. Yeah, we'll go with that. That sounds great. We talked, my love. You already understand. Everything is clear now. No more secrets, no more shadows or masks. Only acceptance remains. You are mine. You belong to me. I will reach inside you and pull out the part that doesn't want to accept it. I will take the essence from your heart for you, my love, for us. A twisted grin of terror and madness stretches across her face. The veins on her forehead just bulge. The corners of her wide, bloodshot eyes raw and red. Her knuckles bleach white as she clenches the knife with all her strength. She takes a step towards you. Well, if that's really what you want. Stop. In the name of love. You know what? I would probably say, yo, back up. But I'm really tempted. If that's really what you want, well. Okay, yeah, let's try that. Lilith's maddened eyes seem ready to burst from her skull. Her green tattered dress rises. Oh, is it green? Oh, wow. Rises and falls with each ragged breath. Then suddenly, her skin cracks. Like the barren lands caught in an eternal storm on the islands far to the east, her cheeks, the edges of her lips, her hair, the last standing pieces of her sanity scream at you, run. I'm going to say run rather than being born. I don't want to think about that. Your feet stumble backward in some ancient reflex, catching on one of the books scattered across the floor. You fall hard, scrambling on your knees as you crawl deeper into the house. In that moment, you remember the basement. A hidden passage leading from there to the outside cellar door. Basement. I must go to the basement. Another way out. A window, a back door. Damn it, there has to be something. I don't want to go deeper, but... Golly. Alright, basement it is. We can't be separated. Not... There's nothing left. My love. Lilith's voice drifts from the darkness of the corridor, rasping from her throat without fully forming. It carries the unsettling distortion of something not of Gaia, something that has only just learned how to speak. You sprint, finally reaching the basement door. Reach for the door. With sudden terror, you clutch the cold handle of the basement door. Behind you, footsteps grow louder in the corridor, and you brace for a hand to seize your shoulder, but the hand never comes. As you crack the door open, the stench of damp and the foul rot of things that should have stayed dead hit you full in the face. You step through, shut the door behind you, and slide the bolt into place. Thick silence and darkness swallows you whole. Wait, close your eyes and accept Lilith. Wait, what if... Do I have to? What does that mean? Odi et intelligo. Quare ed facem fortas requiris. Necios et fieri sentio et bitus sunt. Act 2 echoes deep within. My, that progressed rather quickly. I don't know why I can speak in tongues. Oh, there you go. Thank you for playing. We made this game with 5 friends and 1 cat in 2 months. We made our game as professional and artistic as possible. Everything from the visuals to the music is handmade, no AI. We plan to release this game on Steam as a full version in August of 2025. To reach more people until then, we need to increase the number of wish lists. Would you like to help us? We're a team passionate about creating narrative-driven games. If you enjoyed our story and would like to be among the first to hear about future narrative games of similar quality, please do sign up for our mailing list. Holy moly, that was terrifying. I don't know what happened here, and I don't know why I turned her in. I mean, I kind of get an idea, because it seemed like maybe I didn't want to be part of some sort of black alchemy ritual, and I can definitely relate to that hope not to be part of some black alchemy ritual. So I feel like we've got this certain common understanding, me and the main character here, but man, that was pretty well done, actually, and not too bad for a few devs and a cat. So thank you again to Enev Games for, drawing my attention to this one, and thanks again to you for joining me. So if you enjoyed that episode, please feel free to like, share, or comment down below. It helps us a great deal. I had a total blast. I hope you did as well, and I can't wait to get into the next one video. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.